Hello everyone, Sonic Blue here for Bowsy's Vlogs. Bowsy, are you quite comfortable up there? Today's episode is all about bearded dragons do the darndest things. I decided to take a break from bearded dragon care and go over some of the silly things that bearded dragons are prone to doing. One of them, of course, is trying to climb onto the top of your head. Another one, clinging to the face. Let's touch on those two subjects because Bowsy is trying to do both at the same time. She's not sure if she wants to cling to my face or climb to the top of my head, but when she realized that I was wearing my headset, she got a little awkward and decided to stay clung to my face. And why do bearded dragons do this? Why indeed? I have no idea. I wish I knew. I just hope she doesn't fart. But all kidding aside, no, she never does that. She never does that, nor does she go poopy while she's on my face, which is another good thing, because I don't want to be anywhere near when this starts opening up and starts producing the yucky stuff that I don't want to think about right now. Why do bearded dragons love this position so much? Well, the answer is quite clear. Body heat at 98.7 degrees tends to rise from the body, through your upper body, in and through your head, where it is slowly leached out. I am thinking that because not only is it a high space for them to get a good view of everything, but it's also because it's nice and toasty up there. And bearded dragons love warm areas, especially cozy areas. Bearded dragons also loved soft things, which is why they love hair. And Bowsy loves my hair. I'm sure, as any experienced bearded dragon owner out there will tell you, bearded dragons love hair. They love hair so much. And why do they love hair? Because it smells like their owner, it's soft to the touch, it represents everything that bearded dragons love. But does she have to go and eat my hair? Bearded dragons have lousy depth perception, and when they go to taste their owner's hair, they want to ensure that, yes, this is my owner, this is what its hair tastes like, or smells like, and they accidentally get too close to the hair when they start licking, and they draw in a few strands. Bowsy loves sometimes to eat hair, but mostly she loves getting tangled up in the hair. This is one of the reasons why I regret having long hair. But now you know a good general idea why bearded dragons love to go up into high places, especially your owner's head. It is soft, it is warm, it is comfortable, and they're just silly that way. Let's face it, bearded dragons are silly. So if you are thinking of getting a bearded dragon for a pet, I say do so. There's no harm in it at all, but do all your research first, as much as you can, before you bring your bearded dragon home, and that way you ensure and you know exactly what you're getting into and what you're committing to in taking care of a bearded dragon, especially one that is silly enough that wants to climb your face. Up, now she wants down. Now she wants down. She's climbing down now. Okay. And in a time like this, I will grab you down. Did you have fun up there? Did you have fun up there, Bowsy? You are such a silly girl, but I love you anyway. And always remember the general rule of how to pick up a bearded dragon properly. Never by the sides, always underneath. Always support their underbelly and their chest when you pick up a bearded dragon, especially from a high area like your head. So, Bowsy, how have you been feeling today? I've never even... I mean, I know you're in a silly, explorative, very silly mood, but let's see if we can get you to gape this time. Are you a happy girl? Are you happy? Are you happy you're out playing with Daddy? Huh? Are you a good girl? Are you a happy girl? Here, hold on to my fingers, because I know how much you like being stroked under the chin. Nope, she wants to explore. She wants to explore. You can always gauge what your bearded dragon wants to do by what motivates them and where they're going. If they want to explore, they'll crawl all over the place. If they want to cuddle, then they will stay right here and go to sleep and cuddle you with their arms and their legs. If they want to just perch on top of your shoulder, they just want to hang out with you, and they don't want any affections. They don't want to be tethered to your touches or your pettings. They want to be free and explore and take a look around. They just want to hang out with their daddy. And Bowsy has those moments too. Isn't that right? So I guess this could be another addition to Bearded Dragon Behavior in the blog that I did a long time ago. And this just adds more to it. And I gotta tell you, raising Bowsy, there's always going to be some things that you may not know about your bearded dragon until they perform certain behavioral things. But it is how you are adaptive to your bearded dragon that shows how happy they can be. So if you're thinking about getting a bearded dragon, by all means, go for it. They are awesome pets. They're loaded with personality. Their antics will keep you in stitches sometime. And let's just face it, they're all around great creatures. They're very intelligent too. Yes, they are, but they still need the best care that you can give them. And they need lots of attention. And they need lots of nurturing and patience. So if you're thinking about owning a bearded dragon, think about what you're getting into first, and know how much time you need to commit to spending the best quality time with your bearded dragon as possible. And I do that every single day, don't I? Don't I? Are you happy? Are you a happy girl, Bowsy? Are you happy, girl? Want to show the camera? Let's show the camera. Let's show the camera how happy Bowsy could be. No, she wants the camera. Don't jump. Don't. I see you lurching toward the camera. I know what you're going to do. You're going to jump for it. You're going to make a jump. I can almost tell what she's going to do before she does it. Almost. I've almost got that down. But no, I think she wants to just get a good look at the camera. You want the camera? Want the camera? Extreme close-up on Bowsy. Yeah, Bowsy, good girl. Bowsy's a good girl. Are you a happy girl? Want to show everybody? Yeah, she still hasn't gotten rid of her old scales under here, but she is getting rid of it a little at a time. Some of this is coming off of her. So she just has to get rid of this up on her upper, on her lower jaw up here in this upper area. And then she'll all be all shedded and ready for new scales. Isn't that right, baby? Yeah, bearded dragons will shed in different cycles. Uh-oh, where are you going? What are you doing? What are you doing, baby? What are you doing, Bowsy? But anyhow, this is a very short edition of Bowsy's vlogs. I decided to just bring Bowsy out because she had wanted to climb up onto my head. And I thought, why not do a special Bowsy's vlog on some of the silly things that bearded dragons can do. Other silly things that bearded dragons can do, but you have to be prepared when they do it, because some of them do like to scare the hell out of their owners. This one likes to play daredevil, and some bearded dragons will tend to do that. You need to be prepared in order to prevent them from injuring themselves if they take a nasty tumble down onto the floor. Now, you can only do so much in the care of your bearded dragon. And sometimes mistakes and accidents do happen. Sometimes your back gets turned, your guard gets let down, and bearded dragons can and will scare the crap out of you. Just ensure that you can take care of them in their bringing up. Give them lots of calcium to make their bones strong and make their muscles develop by giving them plenty of vitamins. And make them as strong as possible, so that way when they reach adulthood, if they happen to take a nasty fall, it's not going to kill them. But you really don't want them to do that anyway. You want to ensure that your bearded dragon will be as safe as possible, and that means keeping both eyes on every single move they make at all times, especially if they're going to be in a high area. Now, Bowsy sometimes likes to watch me cook food. Sometimes she likes to leech onto me while I'm making food. And it gets nice and toasty inside the kitchen, doesn't it? That's probably why you like it. But sometimes Bearded dragons' grips aren't going to be that strong. Maybe they might slip, they might try to climb up, and then they might lose their footing and might slip down. And while you're cooking, it's very difficult to drop what you're doing and catch your bearded dragon before they fall to the floor. If they enjoy being around you a lot, here's what I do. I go and I get Bowsie's favorite soft pillow. I put Bowsie onto the pillow, and I put the pillow in a safe place on the counter so she can still watch her daddy doing the cooking and still hang out with him at the same time. And it's not exactly like having her up here, but she does enjoy spending lots of time with her daddy. And now she wants to cuddle. I see. Okay, so exploring is over. Now you want to cuddle. Bearded dragons are very silly. And a lot of them are expected to change their behaviors at the drop of a hat. Now, I'm not trying to say the bearded dragons are bipolar in any way. I'm just saying that bearded dragons are full of personality, and if you choose to look for them, they will amuse you in every step of the way, but they'll also scare you too. So, before you go out and you go to the pet store and you look at the bearded dragons and you go, oh my god, how cute. Know what you're getting into first before you bring that bearded dragon home. Take some time, do a lot of research online. Google is your best friend in the world, so start Googling some information, get down some key points in taking care of bearded dragons, what you need to do on a daily basis, what you need to feed them, how you need to feed them, and base all of that on the personality that your bearded dragon has. And by knowing more about each other, then you can grow along with your bearded dragon, and then you can tolerate some of the silly things they do later. But I do more than tolerate. I cherish every single moment with Bowsie. I really do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And some of the other silly things that Bowsie likes to do too, and I'm thinking of more of these things on the fly, so pardon me if I'm jumping around too much, but Bowsie really enjoys her hand rubbed. Just as much as under her chin, she loves that part, but she will also want me to hold her hand. I don't know why. I've never seen this in any other bearded dragon but Bowsie. Bowsie is the only one I've ever seen that wants me to hold her hand so much. So I hold her hand, and she just loves it. I don't know why, but sometimes when I'm holding her, she'll reach her hand out to me for me to grab on with my finger here. Even though I'm holding on to her hand with this finger, she likes a nice gentle rub with the thumb over her fingers like this. And look, she loves it. She's gaping. Yeah, there's my happy girl. I knew I can get a gape out of you. Now you want to show the camera? Show the camera how happy you can be. There you go. Good girl. And this, folks, can be your bearded dragon if you know how to take care of them. Great. If you know how to take care of them, you know what you're doing, and you know how to nurture them, love them, show them every bit of affection, be as patient as you can with them, and basically be there for them every single step of their life, they will latch onto you and they will give you the best personalities possible. I've never seen a bearded dragon grow aggressive from all of this attention. So, there you have it. The better that you are to your bearded dragon, the better they will be to you. And they are really something else, let me tell you, because when they're being silly or when they're being just cute or adorable, you can never put a price on the love you get in return from your bearded dragon. And they do show love in their specific and certain ways. They might not show it like a regular mammal does. They might not show it like you or I can interpret as being affection and love. But to them, it is very affectionate, very loving, very caring, and that is their way of showing their appreciation to their owners. So those of you that do not believe that bearded dragons can show love to their owners, think again. They have their own ways of doing it, and they have their own ways of showing it. And it might not be something that you or I are used to, but it's interpreted as an affectionate gesture. Or it's affectionate, or it's interpreted as a very soothing gesture, a comforting gesture, or just whatever. But all of those good feelings are there to help bearded dragons remain happy. So, do what you can to keep your bearded dragon as happy as possible, and lots of luck with the care of your bearded dragon in the process. And if you have any questions at all, number one, that's why I'm here. Number two, if you have any difficulties with your bearded dragon or you don't know what's ailing them, that's what your veterinarian is for, one who specializes in exotic pets. So never forget the number for your veterinarian if things don't go too great all the time, because they are very delicate creatures and a lot of them are prone to picking up certain diseases. Don't hesitate to make an appointment to see your local veterinarian, and they will do what they can to help you and your bearded dragon and to achieve the best and longest life possible. Just remember a lot of these healthy tips in the care of your bearded dragon. From all of us here at Bowsie's Vlogs to all of you out there, lots of luck in the care of your bearded dragons, and may all of your bearded dragons be as happy and healthy as Bowsie. And tune in next time for another episode of Bowsie's Vlogs. Take care, everyone.